step into the game. We the Curry brothers, night and day network. We bring awareness to the community, spreading consciousness. With the truth we chase greatness. In the darkness we shine like the brightest stars, using our platform to break mental prisons. You know who we are. From the streets to the stage, we never back down. Constantly evolving, we wear the crown. Mindful warriors, we're changing the game. Never stay the same. Night and day network, we're here to stay. Bring awareness and consciousness every single.
Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer, don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on, the battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
What's up, y'all?
What in the hell out here?
About to get into this, man.
Man, oh man.
We seen some things out here.
We gotta start talking about we like talking about the real
things.
Even though, you know,
some stranger things.
In our community, a lot of people don't really gravitate towards the real shit that's going on, but every once in a while we have to cover the real stuff that's going on that's affecting niggas right now, immediately. Because you probably got some of these products in your refrigerator right now. In your cabinets right now.
All right, we got to be mindful and aware of what the hell we doing out here.
That's true.
So, got to get educated on this shit, man.
Facts, man. We want to thank y'all for coming through, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button if y'all just getting in here. We're gonna go through these topics, man.
Quick night live stream. Yep, live on Rumble.
It's quick, but it's gonna be impactful because it's talking about the shit that's actually affecting everybody right now, whether they know it or not.
I guess we live on Rumble. All right, we live on Rumble too. So
shout out to y'all on Rumble, man. Thanks for tuning in. We've talked about these topics before, but it seemed like, you know what I mean, it's getting worse out here with this stuff as food prices go up. The food is getting more fake, even though food prices are up. What the hell is going on? How are we paying more for the food and it's worse quality than it's ever been?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we all need to ask ourselves and be aware of. So here we go, man. USDA approves first ever cell cultivated meat for American manufacturers. Now you gotta understand, this is a year old. This is about the fake artificial meat that got approved by our government last year. You know what I'm saying? Now we told y'all niggas years ago with our Popeyes chicken sandwich live stream we did that we felt like that was some fake meat. Now we can't confirm or deny it. We ain't trying to get sued by Popeyes or nothing. It's satire. We can't confirm or deny it. But I'm like, man, them goddamn Popeye chicken sandwiches might have been a test.
I don't know that that scamdemic happened right after them damn Popeye chicken sandwiches.
Yes, it did, bro. Niggas was acting crazy over those sandwiches too. Lines were all the way around the corner. Niggas was lined up for those Jones.
So yeah, so we're gonna get into this, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Shout out to the replay game that's gonna catch the replay back. But let's go ahead and get into this. We're gonna go ahead and start off with this.
To kick off Earth Month, we're taking a closer look today at how a new way to grow the meat we eat could make a big impact on the environment. Americans ate an estimated 75 billion pounds of red meat and chicken last year. But what if some of that meat was not raised on farms, but in high-tech facilities?
Scientists say it can mean fewer greenhouse gas emissions and just a fraction of the land and water use. Our Devin Dwyer joins us now with a look. Devin, good to see you.
Hey guys, it's called cultivated meat, real beef and chicken grown from animal cells in large tanks. The FDA has given the green light for safety, and now one company is ready to ramp up production just outside San Francisco. This is what you call a slaughterless house.
Oh, yes, yeah.
The equipment looks like a commercial brewery, but it's not beer they're making.
So that's where it all starts, just a few cells.
It's meat.
So you're making meat in here.
Yes.
But I don't see any animals and I don't see any animal parts.
Well, that's the trick, right?
Stainless steel bioreactors or cultivators produce real meat from animal stem cells.
You're making chicken in there.
Yeah, so if you look at this is approximately a 200 plus liter tank. And we take cells from a chicken or an egg.
Dr. Uma Valetti is a cardiologist who founded Upside Foods, taking on a food chain as old as time.
Takes 2 weeks to grow the equivalent of one chicken, 1,000 chickens, or 100,000 chickens.
So you're saying in this factory, you can make more meat faster and cleaner than an average farmer?
Well, ultimately, yes.
But first, the technology costing billions of dollars to fine-tune will need even more investment to scale up. We saw how cells kept on ice can be replicated on a large scale, fed a mixture of vitamins.
So as you see, that's why they trying to take down all these farms, because they got the lab set up. So that's why they bum rushing all these farms that's selling grass-fed meats and all that shit, because they replacing farms with labs. That's what
that means they control the food supply 100%. They dominate the food supply, because if you're a farmer, you could cultivate your own meat. I mean, you can cultivate your own vegetables and fruit. If they trying to make all that government controlled plants where they making meat out of stem cells, and no telling what other cells they can mix into those cells. It could be human cells mixed with animal cells. We don't know what type of damn cells they using in that drum. That's number one. So I don't trust it. I don't even know why they would
we already
approve something like that, but then attack real farmers who sell real food done the old-fashioned way, what kept us alive for hundreds of thousands to maybe even millions a year.
DNA found in it that Beyond Meat and shit like that, bro. The Beyond hot dogs, there was already human DNA found in that shit. We did a live stream on that right on this channel.
Fats, sugars, and oxygen in tanks growing into tissues of chicken.
Farmers have been growing meat for generations. What problem are you solving here?
The demand for meat is continuing to grow and double, and we just don't have enough resources nor ability to continue to grow that much meat. So the simple problem we're trying to solve is to bring meat to the table in a way that future generations can have an abundance of it, but with the upside to animal welfare.
The potential to exponentially expand the food supply has attracted top-tier investors like Bill Gates, Richard Branson, and Whole Foods founder John Mackey. President Biden is also on board, signing an executive order to support cultivating alternative food sources.
Bro, could you pause this?
Chocolate chip.
Niggas got to understand that this is programming. Because you gotta think about it. The only reason why they acting like niggas is running out of meat is because the way society is structured around fast food chains that basically get all this factory farming beef and all this factory farm chicken and all that shit, and they just like dominate the industry and they knocking off smaller farms. Like that's the reason why the food supply running low, because y'all controlling the food supply. It's easy to see, and y'all trying to control it even more by telling, oh, you're going to just make the meat with stem cells and these big ass vats. But you got to think about it, though. Society was one structure where people had their own land and they was raising their own animals and cultivating their own meat. So, of course, it's going to be enough. It's going to be just enough. That's the best way for it to be divvied out. For the people who want to eat meat, you raise your own animals and eat meat. But they don't structure society like that. They turning everything into cities and in zones where you can't even have that shit, and that's by design. So that they just come out when they running out of meat. Well, you running out of meat to try to supply the big supply chains like McDonald's and Burger King and all them. That's why you're trying to keep up with that demand when people don't even need that shit because it's all processed. They just trying to control the food supply, man. That shit's easy as hell to see. And all the GMO shit grows, it don't even bear no seeds. So if you did try to start your own garden, you won't even be able to take the fruit and the seeds out of the fruit to start your own garden because it's GMO and it don't produce seeds. So you gotta buy heirloom seeds, and you gotta make sure they ain't GMO. And they gonna try to make those hard to get. That's why they want these big ass machines out here making stem cell meat. Nobody want no damn stem cell meat when you could go get a cow straight down the road at a farm. Eatwild.com. Eatwild.com, and you could go straight to the farmer to get your meat. And you know what you eating.
Yeah,
Farmer right down the road.
Them laboratories definitely ain't transparent, so we don't know.
Hell nah, nobody want that shit from the laboratory, bro.
They're not being total transparent with this the way they moving with as far as this new agriculture shit. They trying to get rid of the old system and have everybody eating this shit straight out the lab.
It's against my religion. See, I like to eat the food the way the Most High put it down here for us to eat. He ain't put no damn laboratories on the earth to alter the food supply. Nah, the shit was good how it was for years. We've been living off that shit for hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of years.
Yeah,
the hell?
I respect kosher.
You don't need no damn. Yeah, I respect nature. Yeah.
People that
the hell's going on out here? They tripping.
That's
now. All right, the technology. All right, with the communication and all that. Yeah, that's cool. But don't start trying to use technology on the food, bro. That shit's crazy.
So what the world doing, right, is speeding up. So being as though that technology is coming into play, AI, artificial intelligence, is processing everything faster. They doing the same thing with the food. Now they could grow the food ultimate faster. You know what I'm saying? To meet the demand of everything that's moving fast, as far as with the new system that they setting up. So the food, like we said, the food is going along with it. The architects work is going along with it, because they could build a house in 3 days just by using a 3D printer. They could make
the Amish could build a house in 3 days.
Yeah, they could make the meat.
Shit, they be building houses in a day, barns and shit.
Seconds. They can make the meat in 3 seconds, just by using a 3D printer.
Yeah, but that shit ain't healthy.
Yeah, but this shit is gonna do nothing but cause more disease, though.
And they know it ain't healthy.
It ain't gonna do nothing but cause more disease, because food is being taken out of its natural habitat and being grown in a lab facility, which means it's not gonna be natural to our bodies either. So it's gonna cause more people to suffer from diseases. So let's continue. Yeah, let's continue, y'all.
Cultivating meat could feed more families, reduce harm to animals, and eliminate environmental impacts of animal farming, which is responsible for 15% of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide.
Is it safe?
Absolutely. And the best indication for this is 2 months ago, we are the first company in the world to get FDA green light to bring cultivated chicken to the market.
FDA says it's safe.
FDA said it was safe. It gave a green light to say, go ahead and go to the market.
But some say cultivating meat is still just a novelty.
How are you going to make an impact in the environment if you cannot scale this at a reasonable cost?
Farmers fear a threat to their brand.
So what should it be labeled?
Cultured meat, lab grown.
Like he said, farmers are being direct attacked with this shit. You know what I mean? Same way they sent a Walmart into a brick and mortar area and shut all the brick and mortars down, and everybody just be going to fucking Walmart.
See, and that's where they're gonna have all the fake meat at. See, that's the thing. They get rid of the farmers, and the only thing you got now is the fake meat.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all want that shit to happen, because that ain't it, y'all. And it ain't just meat, it's the vegetables and shit too. We gonna get into that. So it's not just the meat now. It's the vegetables, it's the fruits,
and the fruit.
It's all of it. It's all of it.
Facts. Plastic rice,
right?
All that shit.
It's all the shit that's fake now. Costs more money buying that fake ass food.
And the FDA approving all this shit.
And lets the consumer know what they're eating.
And will consumers even like the taste?
Today we're cooking our upside chicken fillet, and we'll be serving that with a white wine butter sauce and pan-roasted vegetables. Can you smell it yet?
I can smell it. It smells like chicken.
And you have to slice it. It's not a plant-based piece.
All right, my first bite of cultivated meat. It's chicken.
Cultivated chicken could soon be on restaurant menus in California and then possibly store shelves for a premium price in a few years.
You've called this a watershed moment.
Yeah, people are buying meat right now, despite how it's made. What if we can make the process more kinder, caring, healthier, nutritious? I believe nearly everybody will get behind it.
Now, before cultivated meat can go on sale in grocery stores, the USDA has to approve a label for the products. What are they going to call it? That could come anytime, guys. And I am told they expect it to get approved sometime this year. And then the big question is, would you buy it? Would you eat it?
Yeah, that's a question. I have another question. You said you said that's like chicken, but what was the texture like?
Well, the texture was different than traditional chicken. I'll tell you that, but it did taste like chicken. And the interesting thing is scientists say that cultivating meat, they can actually control the fat content in it, so they can make it healthier, less saturated fat, no cholesterol. And then there's no antibiotics, no growth hormones when they put it in those tanks. So potentially, if you're into that kind of meat, it could be better for you.
Hell no, bro.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah.
But niggas been eating that shit though. I'm telling you, you can't tell me that shit that's at McDonald's, like them nuggets. You can't tell me that ain't lab grown.
With the blue fibers in it?
Hell yeah. Nigga, you can't tell me that shit ain't lab. And the thing is, I never liked them damn nuggets from McDonald's. I don't eat none of that shit now.
They make them with silly putty and blue fibers. You see the blue fibers like when you zoom.
Nigga, you can't tell me that shit ain't lab grown. I mean, that's synthetic. If it's blue fibers and all that extra shit in there, you know it came from a lab. Where else did it come? And when they mix that shit around, it looks powdery, just like the shit on They Clone Tyrone Netflix movie. The powdery shit, nigga, thought it's in the chicken.
That's exactly what it is. It's in the chicken. Yep. Exactly. What the fuck is this on this? What is the hell is this, man?
Fake food
sandwich. Damn. What the hell? More fake food.
And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is even in the inside of these bitches. What the fuck?
I'm not gonna keep that in.
It's rubber.
It won't break. Hell no. This has gotta go.
It took that much to get it to break.
This is gonna go.
Not a single person is tearing up right now.
Just peeling the shit off the melon like it's a sticker.
Look what the fuck the vinegar did. It opened up the fake chicken. This is that science lab made meat. Look at this shit. It's like stringy.
This does not look like a steak.
Here we go, guys. Would you eat lab-grown meat? Or do you think that we don't know enough? Comment below, share, follow. Thanks, guys.
Dear internet, first of all, I soaked this meat in the vinegar, and yes, it changed color. Like it went from pink to brown. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just the vinegar that got in there.
One sandwich.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and the shit's more expensive. Look, check it. It's fake. It's more fake than it's ever been. But peep this, is more expensive.
Damn.
They got us paying for this shit, bro. More money for this shit. Man, y'all shop with your local farmers, man. Y'all got to shop with y'all local farmers, man. Local butchers, local farmers. These big chains, I don't know if we can trust these niggas no more with this fake meat floating around. These fake vegetables and fruits and shit. We might have to, yeah.
Yeah, this ain't it.
This ain't it, y'all.
You gotta start these motherfuckers out for 3 months.
Right.
Three
decades. You gotta start these motherfuckers out. Three decades, right. 3 centuries, shit.
3 centuries, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We gotta start supporting our local farmers, y'all. Because we don't know all that shit, niggas, them loving them Popeyes and all that shit, them Chick-fil-A's. You don't even know if that's the now we ain't saying that it is or it's not, because we can't confirm or deny it. But man, them chicken sandwiches you could do, especially the boneless Jones. Them
Right.
Jones definitely could be 3D printed.
Hell yeah.
Them Jones. I mean, I guess the bone-in Jones probably could be 3D printed too. Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
So totally fake.
Look at that shit. And you know damn well that apple look too damn perfect anyway. If any of y'all know anything about nature, y'all know the best apples don't look pretty. That means that the more, you know what I mean, the more bruises and shit that they got on, it's probably more nutritious. When they like this, look like this in a grocery store, that's wax. That's some shit called from a company called A-Pill from Billy Boy Gates company.
Yup, it kind of like
That's-
seals
right.
around it to keep it
Keep it
preserved.
fresh for longer on the shelf, but the shit is poisonous. Yeah,
Wax on the
your
outside.
gut.
Wapples.
All right.
Waxbles. Wapples. They ain't apples. Them shits is wapples.
People don't realize that the best apples is the ones you pick directly off the tree.
Yeah.
You know
Not
what
the
I'm saying?
wapples.
That haven't been tampered with and it's grown in an area that got organic shit around, organic soil. It ain't soaking up all them damn pesticides and all that. But these are just straight chemical apples right here. Lab grown.
Hey y'all, we're trying to make chicken. We bought this at Costco in Nashville yesterday.
What the hell?
Already.
What's going on?
Because everything about my packaging said it was organic, USDA approved, but check it out. Super disturbing.
It definitely don't look right.
We've made a lot of chicken breasts. We've never seen it look
Bro, that
like
shit's mystery meat right there.
Like,
damn, your plastic avocados.
You know what I'm saying?
Wax apples and stringy ass chicken.
Bro, this is all chemicals, y'all. All
Fake
chemicals.
Fake foods.
That ain't even, that's crazy. This is stuff that niggas need to be addressing. And they got us paying mad bread for this shit.
Yeah, our officials.
You know what I mean? Groceries ain't cheap these days.
Our officials are not going to address this shit during
This
this
shit
election.
needs to
They
be
ain't going to address
addressed.
this
Because they
shit.
just approving any old thing now. And they going after real farmers.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
There's the old deal. To attack the
They don't
farmers.
need to learn about the GMO shit.
Yep, the farmers is basically competition to this lab shit. You know what I mean? That's
Yo,
what's
shout
happening.
out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? We still got the 20% off on the night and day herbals. Y'all know we ain't got the night and day net market anymore. We combine the shops.
Both shops combined, y'all.
So everything is night and day herbals now. So make sure y'all head over there. You know what I mean? The link is pinned to the top. It's gonna be posted throughout the chat. We definitely, you know what I mean, appreciate everybody who been spending bread with us. Y'all know y'all orders will be shipped out.
You're gonna have to hold
Out pretty fast. We ship out pretty fast, so
you're gonna have to hold down on it and pin it to the top. Oh man, let me just switch over. Hold on.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely appreciate all of y'all. All right. I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man, we definitely appreciate y'all been spending bread with us. Y'all know we got all the natural products, the detoxes, natural hair care, skin care products, all that is on night and day herbals now. 20% off.
Shout out to y'all just coming in here. What up, y'all?
Make sure y'all smash that like button if y'all just getting in here.
I know. Shout out to Nicole Cole. She said I drove to Lancaster, Shady Maple Farms. Yep. Get some fresh.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Fruit. Got to. Yeah, you might have to drive outside of your
Yeah,
city limits and
ain't
all
nothing
that.
wrong with that. That's good. To get healthy food is worth it.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Hell yeah. Just
Yep.
save up and buy in bulk. Just have a program where you try to buy in bulk. But always try to stick to the most unprocessed food. Try not to buy shit that's in a bag with all these ingredients. Always try to buy the whole foods. You know what I'm saying? And try to make your own seasonings and shit. Because you can't trust, I'm telling y'all, you can't trust any of this shit out here no more. They just approving all the poisons and they going after the people who selling clean food. So that goes to show you what type mindset that our government got right now. It's insane. It's insanity.
Yep. So we're gonna get into this short video put out by iHealthTube.com. This is a video from 12 years ago. GMO foods are toxic. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. They pretty much break everything down on how GMO is harmful to the body in this. So let's go ahead and get into this. If y'all ain't hit that like button yet, please make sure y'all hit that like button, because this information need to get out there more than anything. I know people like the gossip and the beefs and the bullshit, but this information right here is more vital than anything else.
And mind you, this doctor, he actually was on point with breaking down GMOs and all that, and the government's been attacking him for it, trying to set him up and everything, because he actually did the research and he's a doctor himself, and he realized all the damage genetically modified foods been doing to specifically American population. It's crazy here. I mean, it goes out into other countries too, but a lot of other countries banned it, where we just letting it run rampant here in the United States and in Canada. Just letting y'all know. Y'all might got some hidden ones over there in Europe and the UK and places like that, but it's not as rampant as it is in the United States. That's why when y'all foreigners come over here and y'all see all these Americans are fat, it's because it's the genetically modified foods destroying our gut health. You know what I mean? Let this doctor break it down for you. Dr. Leonard, let him break it down.
A lot of bad things about genetically modified food, GMOs. Why is that bad? And do we know, since it's a relatively new science, do we know the long-term effects yet?
There's a couple of answers that are really, really important that people get these answers. First of all, the answer is Jeffrey Smith. Jeffrey Smith, the author of Seeds of Deception, the most sold book of its kind of all times. Jeffrey is one of the most fundamental researchers on Earth, being capable and able to talk about GMO foods, genetically modified foods. Now imagine Monsanto started to put pesticides into seeds so that the plant grows a pesticide. So if the pests are eating it, they are dying. Okay, would you go home and take your roach or spider spray, or the spray that's made to kill fleas or flies or whatever, and use it orally and spray it into your mouth and say, I think it does something good, you know, it might kill some bacteria in my mouth. You're going to have MS or cancer or Parkinson's or something, some neurological disease really, really fast. And when you understand that, that's what you eat. I mean, I'm going to come to the genetically modification and all that dangerous. But if you just think about the pesticides is in the corn you eat. It's in the granola oil. It's in anything that's genetically modified. You eat the pesticides that kills the pests. Just for common sense sake. So now, genetically modified food, it says genetically modified. How come we can digest everything the earth grows? Because we are part of that earth. We are like humans are like pigs, and I don't mean pigs in the way of a negative connotation. Pigs eat everything and they can digest everything. Humans, we have a very similar digestive tract, like pigs. We can pretty much digest everything, as long as it's natural. My dear friend, Miss Australia, a great friend, a TV and a movie personality, is speaking with me tomorrow and on Sunday. She wrote a book called The Earth Diet. And you wouldn't believe, she's Miss Australia. She's one of the most beautiful girls in the world.
Bro, you might have to slow him down regular jump, because he already got an accent and people probably can't even understand this nigga. I mean, I could understand him, but I'm pretty sure there's people here like saying I can't understand him. He got a heavy accent. I mean, it's technically fair use.
But everything the way it grows.
Nothing
is chemically altered or in any way, shape, or form modified. And this girl eats more than I do, and I like to eat, believe me. And this girl is skinny and perfectly healthy. And I'm just saying that because we're talking about the opposite of genetically modified food. Now, here's the real answer. We cannot digest anything that's genetically modified because we do not have the fitting enzymes to digest it. Now the body is basically handling it as toxic waste. And this is what's so dangerous. The dead mutation in the food, that food is now dead and mutated, filled with pesticides or whatever it might be. The body has no idea what to do with it. Keeps on producing enzymes, trying to produce biochemical and electrical reactions to somehow get rid of it. Digestion is the main cause of loss or the main use of energy. Digestion takes the most energy out of us. But now usually you digest for a certain amount of time and then you stop. But with genetically modified food, it's in your body for hours or days or weeks. And the body keeps on trying to get rid of it. There are toxic gases being created by this process of rotting away. The food is not being digested. It's rotting.
So I be telling people get the Zeolite, man, and get the Detox Drink because it'll flush all that shit out you. It'll cleanse you out. It'll cleanse everything out of you. You know what I mean? Every inflammation that's built up, all the heavy metals and shit stored in your joints and your gut. Your gut is the most thing that needs to be healthy is your gut.
Yeah, because the enzymes got to break down your food and turn it into actual nutrition. What he's telling you is genetically modified food don't break down in the gut because your gut can't produce enzymes for it because it's unnatural. So your gut don't know what to do with it. So it's just sending it to into your bloodstream and into your cells, which causes disease. So that's what he's basically telling everybody, which is the truth. Because if it's something that our bodies is not genetically able to break down because it's not something that's from nature, of course it would affect us in that way.
Right.
That's crazy. So that's what we dealing with. That's what we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? That's what we dealing with right there in America. That's why everybody's so fat and unhealthy. That's why you can't lose the last couple of pounds. That's why your legs keep swelling up. That's why you're getting them headaches. That's why you're getting all that bloated shit. You know what I mean? Part of your body look all right, but when it gets to the stomach area, it's all bloated and shit. That's from your gut is not able to break down the food because it's GMO, which is majority of the food in the United States is GMO. I think about almost 85% of the food supply in the United States is GMO, if not more.
It's probably more now.
Yeah, it's probably more by now.
Laboratory shit.
Especially in the grocery stores. That's even the fruits and the vegetables, y'all.
Exactly.
It is basically handling it as toxic waste. And this is what's so dangerous. The dead mutation in the food, that food is now dead and mutated, filled with pesticides or whatever it might be. The body has no idea what to do with it. Keeps on producing enzymes, trying to produce biochemical and electrical reactions to somehow get rid of it. Digestion is the main cause of loss or the main use of energy. Digestion takes the most energy out of us. But now usually you digest for a certain amount of time and then you stop. But with genetically modified food, it's in your body for hours or days or weeks. And the body keeps on trying to get rid of it. There are toxic gases being created by this process of rotting away. The food is not being digested. It's rotting away. And constantly producing toxins.
It's like them goddamn McDonald's fries that be still intact after you find one in your car seat or on your car floor months later, and that shit still look like it's still intact. That shit do not break down. Remember they did the experiment with the McDonald's and all that shit.
There's a couple people who's doing that experiment.
They was putting
People
it in
who've done it
jars.
for different
They was putting it in jars and it took, they was, basically putting it on like a time thing and seeing how long it takes for, the fast food chain food to break down. And that shit never broke. That shit took, it never broke down. It always stayed intact. But then they compared it to like a local restaurant where you would get a local burger, and that shit started growing fungi on it. The meat started to rot. Like, just showing the comparison versus the fast food chains versus, if you was like to eat a local burger somewhere. Yeah, this shit crazy, bro.
So if that's what's clogging up our digestional tract and it's just sitting there rotting and releasing chemical gas, of course that's why we getting cancer and everything like that in society. Because if our body is not able to break down all the food that they giving us, that the FDA is approving, then that means that we're all walking around with chemicals constantly in our body, just constantly giving off gases and all that shit. So that's the cancer right there, bro. It ain't no other way to put it.
And toxic gases. And this is Scott where just one element of this starts. So now, and you might think, oh, okay, Dr. Coldwell just lost it. We are in frequency what we eat. I studied with African witch doctors or medicine men. I studied with American Native Indian medicine men. I studied with all the healers in the world to create my instinct-based medicine system. And I found out that all healing powers are just caused on the same root with using the same powers, no matter if they call it voodoo or whatever they call it. It's really, if it works, it's the same kind of power. And when I even worked very close with a couple of medicine men here in the US, and they told me, do you remember that in old movies, sometimes in old Western movies, the Indians killed the buffalo and they apologized and they prayed with the buffalo and said, Brother Buffalo, I'm sorry I had to kill you, but I had to live. And don't be upset. And I was thinking about this as a kid even. I'm thinking, that's really eerie. They kill it, they eat it. So what? It's dead. But then the medicine man explained to me, everything has a vibration. And this vibration, everything that we eat changes our vibration. So we come frequently as a frequency. Everything in life is frequency and vibration. That's all there is. It's light and sound. And we adapt to the frequency, or the frequency adapt to us from anything we eat. And the more I studied that, a more scientific sense it all of a sudden made. All of a sudden, it didn't sound so absurd anymore. No, because the Indian prayed to the buffalo or with the buffalo to harmonize the frequency, to not make it its enemy, to not have something like when you kill an animal in a horrible situation in a slaughterhouse, and the animal is really, really terrified and knows it's going to die. It produces all these stress hormones, adrenaline and everything. It's all over the body, and that's what we eat. That's why it's so highly toxic. That's why a healthy environment where this poor animal, this animal got killed. And yes, I eat meat. So I'm not kind of like there's people out there saying never eat meat. But there's no reason to torture the animal. You just, if you have to slaughter it, do it humanely. And then you also don't have all the toxins in the meat from the stress hormones and all these biochemical, neurochemical reactions. And with a genetically modified food, what Monsanto is doing is basically two things. They poison our natural crop. They poison our natural seed. They have been accused of artificially infestating fields from farmers that grow natural corn, natural food, and then sue them for patent infringement, saying you're abusing our patents, you're growing our seeds. And it's said that they blew it on these fields to later to come back and basically tell these farmers they have to destroy their crop and their seeds and buy their seeds only from them. Otherwise, they get $1 million lawsuits for patent infringement. What the plan seems to be is to take over the world food supply and make sure we have only food left for Monsanto, only genetically modified food. We know for a fact, at least I know for me, in my opinion as a fact, and Jeffrey Smith can really, really tell you a lot about this. genetically modified food will cause cancer. I am sure that it's only a matter of time of years, 3 to 7 years of eating genetically modified food to develop cancer. It's a foreign object. We cannot digest it. The body doesn't know what it is and what to do with it. But also it changes our frequency, like the microwave oven. And it has no nutritional value to certain points. Then on the other end, remember there's a pesticide coming with it. You're eating what kills the bugs with your food. So everything, Scott, what's really, really important for your viewers to understand. Many experts in the world confirming that, in their opinion, I have the highest cancer cure rate in the world. I have the highest cure rate for terminal disease, period, as I believe and many experts believe. And the reason is that I have a philosophy, one of the main reasons. If it didn't exist 150, 200 years ago, you don't need it. You don't want it. You don't want to eat it. You don't want to have it. You don't want to have it done to you. Because in 1900, there was a 7% cancer rate. Today, we have a 56% cancer rate. Every second person in America has cancer or will get cancer. So wait a second, what did they do different in 1900? Now they are saying, oh, today's people grow older. That's why our cancer risk is so much higher. The most people that have colon cancer are 24 to 28. So that doesn't work. They have all these excuses, and that's how they abuse the mainstream media that they control to get all these lies and disinformation out there. But Scott, everything that's natural nourishes us. If it's organic and you juice it, it gives you all the power and life on earth. If it needs to be organic, now you always have to add it, non-GMO. And it is just so horrible. And the horrible tricks they are using was all natural. All natural means nothing. I don't know if you remember, they put on the 7-Up all natural for a couple of weeks until people were so upset about that. Because everything by definition is all natural. It means nothing. You know, and your plastic cap is all natural. Try to eat it. And we need to just put more emphasis on non-GMO food, and there is a law coming up that's going to be voted on in California really soon. And people who are watching this, please research Seeds of Deception, Jeffrey Smith, and read his books. Go to his website. He has a lot of videos on there. Sign up for his free newsletter. He is fighting out there a fight that I'm fighting all my life for cancer patients. We have death threats. We have, I mean, I've been shot at, my car has been bombed. We have up to 27 death threats a day. Our office now jokes with these people when they call up and they just say, come by, can you kill us now? You know, we're waiting, we're bored, come over here. Because that's how absurd it's got. And Jeffrey is in the same spot. And he was a lone fighter out there. He got it before any of us got it. I didn't even get it. Jeffrey got me on it. And that's why I'm saying we need to communicate more with each other and stick together. Even if somebody is a tree hugger that I always thought, I'm not talking to a tree hugger, please go shower and get something else in Birkenstock shoes. And today I'm thinking, wait a second, that person said just something really, really smart, back to nature. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm saying back to nature too, just in a different way. So let's come together.
All right, so yeah, he pretty much broke it down. That GMO doesn't break down. He broke down that GMO doesn't break down in your system. So where the fuck do it go? If the enzymes in your stomach can't break down,
it goes into
genetically
your cells,
modified
it goes
foods.
into your liver and your kidneys, and it stays in your gut and cause havoc there too.
Damn. All right, so we gotta get
start
into
supporting your local farmers.
Yeah, you got to.
So I'm about to see eatwild.com. Look. It's eatwild.com. That's easy.
Make sure y'all get the detox too. Because you want to that. Now that's the only thing that's really going to be able to to get it out your system, because you need something for that shit to push it out. You need something for it
Yeah,
to
you're
latch
gonna have
on.
to detox that, y'all, because I mean that's why people notice improvements really fast, because a lot of us are just filled up with toxins because all we eat is processed foods and shit. Especially if you eat a lot of fast food, a lot of restaurant food. I'm telling you, 99.9% of the restaurant food is unhealthy just because of the oils alone.
The seed oils.
Right.
Yep. Damn, I want to get into this video. Pull up. Hold on.
We got the melanin splash detox drink on there too.
Yeah.
It's filled with all organic herbs and fruit juices and all that. That along with the zeolite, yeah. A lot of people need that. Sure.
Sure. Let me pull this up. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. All right. Oh, there we go. All right, yeah, this is the Detox Black Splash right here, the 3-liter Berrylicious Blast. We got 3 different kinds on there. So all the ingredients on there is all natural, all organic ingredients at that. So your agave nectar, organic turmeric, organic, beetroot powder, organic, moringa powder, vitamin B12, vitamin D3, organic flaxseed oil, elderberry, you know what I'm saying? Organic black seed oil, black maca root. Like, these are all things that's good for the system, y'all. So, and it's, you can, make sure you can keep it cold and drink at least 8 to 12 ounces a day. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, we got the Zea Aid as well. You know what I mean? So the Zea Aid remove excess heavy metals, detoxify, helps balance the pH. You know what I'm saying? Everything. So yeah, you gotta find natural ways to really clean your system out. I mean, you're gonna end up dirtying your system up, but you gotta make sure you either fasting, definitely fast, and clean your system out, man. Yeah, of course, we got the CBD on deck.
For the pain, we got that pain balm on there.
Yeah, the pain balm is definitely on there.
Yeah, those of y'all who was looking for the pain balm is definitely in stock. Y'all know that definitely gets the pain out right away. For those of y'all who've been using it over the years, we've been selling that for what, like 3 years now? 3 or 4 years?
Yep.
Very effective. Very effective.
All right, so we're gonna get into this quick video as well. This is Wellpedia. Put out a thing. Prepare yourself and your kids. I'm risking everything. Dr. Barbara O'Neill, Dr. Bobby Price. So let's go ahead and get into this.
It's create molecules that the body, genetically modified foods create molecules that the body doesn't know. Genetically modified foods have the ability to tamper with your DNA. Genetically modified foods cause cancer. What's cancer? Cancer is a mutation of the cells. What causes the mutation of the cell? The mutation in the DNA. What causes the mutation in the DNA? Genetically modified food can do that, and so can these other things.
The primary fish that people like to eat is salmon. What people just recently found out about salmon a couple of years ago is they make a genetically modified version of it. Did you know that?
Many people have complained on the internet about how the fruits they buy look and feel fake.
I was just about to make me a healthy snack, and I cut into a strawberry, and guess what happened? Y'all, these strawberries are fake. Look at this. They're not even red inside, y'all. These are GMO strawberries, y'all. Why are they not red on the inside? Somebody tell me, please. Look at this. They're white. They're not fully grown.
I cut watermelons for my kids, and they're all bringing it right back, saying they don't like the texture. I can't believe I got one. I got a rubbery watermelon.
Look at this. Look. I want y'all to look at this.
I want y'all to look at this. Look at
Look
this.
like a basketball, a flat basketball.
That's like a damn deflated basketball.
Yeah.
It's not even breaking, like at all. Like it, and I know you guys can't feel the texture, Avi, right? Because of the video.
That rubbery ass avocado,
It's-
y'all know
it literally
damn
feels
well.
Fisher
that
Price
definitely
food
ain't
feed.
real.
They feed motherfuckers Fisher Price food at this point, bro. You know how they buy the fake ass food when you a kid?
Right.
Fake ass stove, easy bake oven and all that shit. That's what they basically feed motherfuckers. Fisher Price food and shit, man. That shit plastic.
Yeah,
as
the
shit.
salmon out the can is the best one. It's the wild caught.
Yup.
Yeah, probably that's the best salmon to probably buy at this point. Because when you buy it fresh, most of it is farm raised, and they feed them slop. Basically, they feed them GMO feed, and they feed them stuff to turn their skin orange. So you don't even want to F with any of that.
Oh,
that's the
And it sounds like
GMO.
something's stuck.
GMO salmon.
So I go in the drain and there's a blueberry that's not breaking apart. It's not doing anything. It's what's making the noise. And I pick it up and why is there a rubber blueberry in my toddler's snack? This came from the carton of blueberries. My husband cut it in half. I don't know if you can see it that well. Glistening, it's silicone. It's a silicone blueberry. It is a solid rubber blueberry. She is under 2. I got this at Whole Foods also. Organic. I was trying to
Ever wonder why your grandparents seemed healthier despite their simpler diets? Or why chronic diseases are skyrocketing despite our advanced nutrition and medicine? Buckle up, folks. We are about to dive into the murky world of modern food production, where profit often is placed over health. Imagine walking through the grocery store, your cart filled with what you believe are wholesome, nutritious foods that promise health and wellness. But what if these seemingly good choices hide a secret? What if genetic modification and overprocessing have changed these natural foods into something far from their original form?
They're called GMOs are done by changing the genes of the plant, and it's done in a way where there's a very thorough safety procedure. And it's pretty incredible because it reduces the amount of pesticide you need, raises productivity, can help with malnutrition by getting vitamin fortification.
You look on the label
Could you
and
pause
look at
this
what's
real
in the
quick?
food, you don't understand all of that.
Could someone please explain to me why the computer nerd guy is talking about GMO and vaccines and
exactly.
food
Why
and all that? Why he ain't in his lane?
Because they probably using his he's investing in that shit, bro. He's like one of the top investors in this new way of eating. This new way of eating, bro.
Yeah, that ain't it. I don't think you want to get
So-
your nutrition advice from the nigga that's supposed to be fixing your computer. Couldn't even do that shit right. I don't know about that one. Hey, yeah, I don't trust that.
That
One
chemistry.
bit.
When you read it, you know it's chemistry.
Absolutely.
But you don't know what it is.
Yes, sir.
And most of that is to make the food stay looking a certain kind of way, color and texture, because otherwise it will break down. Just think, if I put a tomato right here on the desk.
Yes, sir.
And we waited a week, you would see mold on the tomato.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And on the desk.
Right. But all of a sudden, this thing that comes out of a box, bag, can, jar, it could just sit there for 2 years. That's not magic. That's chemistry. And that's the chemistry that is slowly but surely taking away minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years of our life. And that's also what's making us so overweight as well.
That's right. The food you think is nourishing you might be slowly poisoning you. And it is not just about junk food anymore. Even so-called healthy options are often wolves in sheep's clothing. The average supermarket carries about 40,000 products. But here is the kicker. Most of these products are owned by just a handful of multinational corporations. Remember when food came from farms, not factories? Pepperidge Farm remembers. But jokes aside, the state of our food system is no laughing matter. Let's talk about GMOs. Genetically modified organisms sound like something out of a sci-fi novel, but they are probably in your pantry right now. Despite being banned in over 60 countries, the U.S. continues to embrace these lab-created crops.
Did you know that
Hear that?
Vladimir
Banned in
Putin,
60
the
countries.
Russia's president, he's passed
Except
a law.
the U.S.
Yeah, people about to say what they saying though. What they about to say though. This is crucial right here.
Part is crucial. Fact.
Remember when food came from farms, not factories? Pepperidge Farm remembers. But jokes aside, the state of our food system is no laughing matter. Let's talk about GMOs. Genetically modified organisms sound like something out of a sci-fi novel, but they are probably in your pantry right now. Despite being banned in over 60 countries, The US continues to embrace these lab-created crops.
Did you know that Vladimir Putin, the Russian's president, he's passed a law that any Russian who grows or sells genetically modified foods is to be considered a terrorist? Whew. He's even giving land away to Russians who will grow food organically, non-GMO. You put
people they just said. Putin is deeming people as terrorists for selling, and they rightfully so. But America harassed this shit. Not only that, giving away land to people that want to grow organically. Meanwhile, here they destroying all the organic land and basically allowing Bill Gates and China to buy up most of the fucking land in America to grow all that bullshit. So, this is crazy.
That's real.
Bro.
Put his name and GMO in Google that, and you'll read the spiel. He says, we Russians look across at the West, over-vaccinated, over-medicated, overfed, sitting in front of boxes every night in their lounge rooms, eating food that has no nutrients, he said, and we know it's weakening the West. Is he right? Absolutely right. Yeah.
A study published in the Journal of Environmental Sciences Europe found that glyphosate use on GMO crops increased from 0.36 million kilograms in 1974 to 12.5 million kilograms in 2014. That is a 3,372% increase. And guess where a lot of that glyphosate ends up? In our foods. But it does not stop there. From artificial colors linked to hyperactivity in children to preservatives that might preserve you right into an early grave, our food is a chemical cocktail that would make any scientist blush. Take artificial food dyes, for instance. A 2021 California Environmental Protection Agency report found that synthetic food dyes can cause or exacerbate behavioral problems in some children. Yet these dyes are still widely used in the US, while countries like the UK have banned or require warning labels for many of these additives. Speaking of addiction, let's talk about the white stuff. No, not that white stuff. I am talking about sugar. It is in everything from your breakfast cereal to your healthy yogurt, and it is not there by accident. The food industry has known for decades that sugar is addictive. They have engineered their products to hit that perfect bliss point that keeps you coming back for more. It is not just a lack of willpower making you reach for that second or third cookie. It is science, and it is working against you. Even more, excess sugar causes many diseases, including cancer. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that sugar can be as addictive as cocaine, activating the same reward pathways in the brain. The average American consumes about 152 pounds of sugar a year. That is equivalent to 6 cups of sugar every week. Now you might be thinking, I always read labels. I am safe. Think again. The food industry has mastered the art of deception. Natural flavors could be anything from beaver anal glands to petroleum derivatives. Multigrain might as well be white bread with some seeds sprinkled on top. And do not even get me started on low-fat products. When they take out the fat, guess what they add to make it taste good? That is right, our old friend sugar. It is a classic bait and switch that is contributing to our obesity epidemic. A study in the journal Appetite found that products labeled as low-fat often contain similar calorie counts to their full-fat counterparts, largely due to added sugars. Yet, consumers perceive these products as healthier and tend to eat larger portions. Now, here's a scary thought. You could eat a full day's worth of calories and still be malnourished. How? Because our soil is depleted, our fruits and vegetables are bred for shelf life rather than nutrition, and processing strips away what little nutrients remain.
Don't let that go over your head now. Even though the food can be processed, grown, if it's grown on dirt that's not fertile, that's not, that don't have any nutrients, then there's no nutrients in the food. It's not good.
Which means you're being, even though you're being overfed, but still starved to death. So even though you're swelling up and looking fat, you still starving the nutrients because you ain't getting no nutrients because your body all the food is just causing inflammation in your body and you swelling up from all the fluid that it retains, and it creates fat storage because that's where all the toxins is going, is being stored into your fat cells. And all your other organs, because they ain't got nowhere else to go, because your body don't know how to get rid of it.
Yep.
So that's what's happening. It's called inflammation, and that repeated inflammation from toxic food eventually is going to cause cancer, because you're literally being poisoned.
Absolutely.
Will give you 9 times the iron of a conventionally grown tomato. So you get much more value for your money, even though organic is more expensive. Genetically modified food happens when the DNA of two different species are spliced together to create, for instance, DNA of the tomato with the DNA of an Atlantic salmon, hoping to create a tomato that grows in the snow, but actually it doesn't grow in the snow. And it has 5 centers instead of 1, and there's all these strange things happening. And when the person eats that tomato, it breaks down to molecules that your body cannot recognize and has the ability to damage your DNA.
A landmark study published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition compared USDA nutritional data from 1950 and 1999 for 43 different vegetables and fruits. The study found significant declines in the amount of protein, calcium, phosphorus, iron, riboflavin, vitamin B2, and vitamin C over the past half century. It is no wonder we are always hungry. Our bodies are starving for real nutrition, even as we overeat. Let's talk about your gut, the front line of your health, which is also under attack. From artificial sweeteners that disrupt your gut bacteria to emulsifiers that eat away at your intestinal lining, many common food additives are waging war on your microbiome. The result? A rise in everything from allergies to autoimmune diseases.
The things that sugar does to the body that most people aren't aware of is that it inflames the body. See this reoccurring thing. It not only inflames the body, but it ruins the microbiome or the good bacteria inside of the gut. Okay, that is also protecting you because around 80% of your immune system is actually manufactured by the good bacteria in your gut. So if you're consuming something that is actually killing it, guess what? Your immune system is going to be weakened, which means that you're going to be more prone to infection.
A study published in Nature in 2018 found that common food additives, including emulsifiers like carb-oxymethylcellulose and polysorbate 80, can alter gut bacteria in ways that promote inflammation and colon cancer in mice. Inflammation. It is not just about a swollen ankle anymore. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is linked to everything from heart disease to cancer. And guess what is fueling it? You got it. Our modern diet. Processed foods, vegetable oils high in omega-6 fatty acids, and yes, our old friend sugar are all pro-inflammatory. It is like we are walking around with a slow-burning fire inside us, and we are throwing gasoline on it 3 times a day. And it is not just our bodies paying the price. Our current food system is wreaking havoc on the environment. Monoculture crops, factory farming, and long-distance food transportation are contributing to climate change, water pollution, and soil degradation.
Fortunately, Monsanto is so powerful and so wealthy and so big, they win every court case where Australians want GMO to be labelled on the products. Happens in America too, it's unfortunate. So how do you know? Well, you don't, unless you buy organic.
So, what can we do? How do we protect ourselves and our children from this nutritional nightmare? The answer might be simpler than you think. Eat real food. If your great-grandmother would not recognize it as food, it probably is not. Stick to whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible. Cook at home. When you prepare your own meals, you control the ingredients. No hidden sugars, no mystery additives. Support local farmers. Farmers markets and community-supported agriculture are great ways to get fresh, nutrient-dense produce. Grow your own. Even if it is just a windowsill herb garden, growing some of your own food connects you to your nutrition. Read labels critically. Learn to decipher food labels. If you cannot pronounce an ingredient, think twice about eating it. Choose organic when possible. While not perfect, organic foods are generally free from harmful pesticides and GMOs. Prioritize nutrient density. Focus on foods that give you the most nutritional bang for your buck. Think leafy greens, berries, and pastured eggs. Heal your gut. Incorporate fermented foods and bone broth into your diet to support gut health. Reduce sugar intake. This one's tough but crucial. Start by cutting out sugary drinks and desserts. Educate yourself and others. Knowledge is power. The more we understand about our food system, the better choices we can make. Look, I get it. This sounds tough, pricey, and time-consuming. But you know what is tougher? Chronic illness, hospital bills, watching our kids suffer. It is not about perfection, it is about progress. Small changes, big results. Start with one choice at a time. No sugarcoating here. Changing your food habits is hard. Your taste buds, family, and even your doctor might resist. But the rewards? Immeasurable. Energy, sleep, clear skin, sharp mind, a body that can keep up with life. For your kids, you are giving them health, vitality, and respect for their bodies and the planet. Here is your challenge. For 1 week, really notice your food, where it is from, how it makes you feel. Ask yourself, is this food serving me or am I serving big food? Every bite is a vote. What future are you voting for? The choice is yours. What is your next bite? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe.
Bro, they didn't mention those. They didn't mention those poisonous grains, but I'm pretty sure people have to be aware. I'm pretty sure people are aware that who's aware of the GMO shit. The grains are definitely being sprayed. All that flour and shit, all them processed food with all that processed enriched wheat flour and enriched flour, white flour, all that shit is pesticide, GMO, and everything and all the rest. You know what I'm saying? It's best to go to a local farmer, like we said, get your fruits and vegetables and your meats from local farmers and local butchers who actually tend to their own meat without all them damn plants. You know what I'm saying? With all the machinery and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Big vats of stem cells and all that. You don't.
All right, here's some more laboratory shit. If y'all ain't hit that like button, please
Yeah,
make
this
sure y'all
gonna be the
smash that like
the last video because we gotta get up off
button.
here.
All
We've
right,
been
that's the
on here for
last
over
drink.
an hour, bro.
Let me see what they making right here. Oh, that's cereal. That's
Oh
cream
yeah,
of
this
wheat.
commentating over.
Wait a minute. Maybe sheep hair. Ugh, what is that? Boo boo. Flour. Cookie dough. Manure. Chocolate. That look like a malt. Chocolate malt. Damn. What is it? Oh, beef jerky. Oh, hot dogs. This is a hot dog? Oh, cuz I ain't never eaten a hot dog, cuz. Every time I see him at a barbecue with a plate with a hot dog on it, I'm knocking that out of his hands. If that's how they make hot dogs, I don't want one. I'm good. That was
All them chemicals in that damn hot dog.
Sometimes that music be silly as shit.
Yeah, that should be silly. All them chemicals in that hot dog, man. Niggas ain't know what the hell they was making. Snoop ain't know what the hell that was being mixed up in there. It was all these chemicals. That's why I say go to butcher. Butcher don't do all that shit. Butcher, they do the old-fashioned way, the way you make hot dogs and sausages. They actually use the collagen and shit from the animal and then stuff it with. Yeah, they do it the proper way. This shit that they doing here, that's all chemical laboratory based hot dogs. I wouldn't trust what the hell is in that.
Hell nah. Please smash that like button, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and roll up out of here. Like we said, everything's 20% off on the shop. NightandDayHerbals.com. Definitely make sure y'all head over there and support the shop and get you some natural products, man.
Hell yeah.
Like you can get poison products from any goddamn where, but you can't find natural products just anywhere. So we specialize in bringing people together, networking and bringing people together that make real natural products from natural herbs and natural way of thinking and everything. So we don't F around with that.
Basically, we mess with people who know the same information that we know.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know all the food out here is Franken food. And not even just the food, it's even the water, it's even the products that you putting on your skin and on your hair and all that. They've been poisoning us for years, man.
Yeah. So you already know that's what we specialize in, is natural products. So we don't that synthetic shit. Yeah, we being bombarded with that shit everywhere we turn. We being bombarded with synthetic chemicals and shit like that. So somebody gotta be provide an alternative. So people like us and the people we do business with specialize in making natural products, man.
Have to have an alternative.
Yeah, all our CBD is grown, you know what I mean, in the Amish country. Natural way of growing it, where it's getting sunlight. The dirt is you know what I mean, nice and fertilized. Mineralized, so we don't fuck around with that. You know what I mean? So we being as though we know the information, we're trying to be, you know what I mean, we trying to move in the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we've been doing it. So we appreciate y'all coming through. And so then we're gonna make sure y'all subscribe to the Night and Day True Crimes channel as well. We're gonna be putting out true crimes over there, man. Also, make sure y'all join the email list. Join the email list to the shop.
Smash that like button if y'all haven't already.
Definitely hit the like button.
Make sure you hit the notification bell too. So if you just now subscribing to us, make sure you hit that notification bell so you get your notifications. Gotta keep reminding people of that shit too.
Oh yeah, definitely hit the notification.
Facts.
Shit. And on that note, y'all, We're gonna catch y'all on the next live. My baby just pulled up in here. Appreciate you. Thanks for sharing the live stream too. I appreciate you. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. We up out of here, y'all. Peace.
Do you have neurological pain, chest pain, heart palpitations, headaches, brain fog, anxiety, insomnia, fatigue, and abdominal discomfort? With all the environmental disasters and contaminants plaguing our land, water, air, and food, we need something to counteract all the pollution that is making us sick. This is where zeolite comes to the rescue. Millions of people have been using detoxification supplements to remove harmful toxins, pollutants, heavy toxic metals, as well as to balance pH levels, lower the risk of risks like cold and flu, support the immune system, and improve nutrient absorption. What is zeolite? Zeolite is a volcanic ash that forms over time when ash and lava react with alkalized water, resulting in a compound with a very strong cage-like structure and a negative charge. Zeolite is one of the most fascinating and powerful nature remedies available. Great to detox and balance your body. Health benefits of detoxing. The removal of excess heavy metals can improve overall health. Detoxification helps balance a body's pH levels. This product provides 30 capsules, 1 month supply, ships within 3 days. Purchase now at Night and Day, netmarket.com, and haven't been evaluated by the FDA. We do not claim our product cure or treat any ailments. Please consult with your medical healthcare provider to see if ZeoAid will be right for you.
Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn